Walt Disney World may be the happiest place on Earth, but it's also a masterclass in psychological influence. After years of digging through Imagineering secrets, I've discovered that every detail, from the smell of the air to the color of the trash cans, is designed to control your mood, your wallet, and even your perception of time. This famously magical experience is the result of subtle manipulation. We're exposing the 10 wildest secrets Disney uses. We're talking about the camouflaging shade of go-away green, the deliberate scent machines known as smellitizers, and the sneaky psychology behind inflated ride times. Stick around, because once you know these secrets, you'll never look at a Mickey pretzel or a trash can the same way again. Secret number 1, scent machines are working on you. Have you ever walked down Main Street, USA and thought, wow, why does this place always smell like fresh popcorn or sugar cookies? You're not imagining it. Disney deliberately pumps scents into its parks using a technology called smellitizers. These machines release fragrances such as popcorn on Main Street, hibiscus flowers in the Polynesian lobby, pine on wilderness-themed rides, and ocean air on boat attractions. Former Disney executive Jody Jean Dreyer told Fast Company that Imagineers are mindful of all 5 senses. Smells are strongly tied to emotion and help create lasting memories. Disney has even patented a technique called scent blending, which allows one scent to fade while another grows stronger. The result? A seamless sensory journey that keeps you hungry and curious. Scent marketing works because smell bypasses the rational part of your brain and goes straight to the limbic system, which regulates emotions and memories. A whiff of vanilla can trigger nostalgia and make you crave a cinnamon roll. The crisp scent of pine on Soarin' tricks your brain into feeling like you're gliding over evergreen forests, heightening the illusion. It's no coincidence that the sweet smell of candy floats along the parade route right when you're feeling peckish. The more you smell, the more likely you are to spend. When I first learned about smellitizers, I started noticing how often I was tempted by a churro stand right after a scent hit me. When you catch a delicious smell at Disney, pause and ask yourself if you're genuinely hungry or just reacting to the aroma. Plan your meals ahead of time and bring your own snacks so you're not seduced by bakery smells. Unless you want to be. Enjoy the storytelling aspect of the aromas, but keep your wallet closed until it's actually mealtime. Point out the smellitizer vents to your family. It turns the experience into a scavenger hunt and reminds everyone that not every craving needs satisfying. Secret 2. Go away green and the art of camouflage. The next time you're wandering around a Disney park, pay attention to what you don't see. Disney Imagineers have invented paint colors that essentially make objects disappear. The most famous is called Go Away Green, a muted gray/green hue. According to a catalog of Disney color secrets, John Hench created the shade so unsightly objects, electrical boxes, backstage doors, and even railings would blend into the lush landscape. The same palette includes Go Away Blue, which blends into the sky, and No-See-Um Green used in Disneyland to camouflage fences and building backs. When you spot a handrail painted a drab neutral tone, you're seeing Disney's camouflage at work. Conversely, some colors are designed to stand out. An article on color theory in Epcot notes that the park's pavement is painted a particular shade of pink to complement nearby landscaping, making the greenery appear more vibrant because red and green sit opposite each other on the color wheel. Main Street sidewalks are tinged brick red to match the turn-of-the-century architecture, plus it's a safety feature to contrast with the street. International parks like Disneyland Paris use pink pavement around Sleeping Beauty Castle so it photographs beautifully. This isn't random. Disney knows that certain color contrasts make grass look greener and structures pop in photos, boosting the shareability of your vacation pictures. Camouflage colors prevent your eyes from lingering on anything that might break the illusion. You walk past a maintenance store or a backstage gate without a second glance because it's the same color as the bushes. Meanwhile, the bright hues of Main Street lure you into shops and restaurants. Disney uses color like a magician uses misdirection. You focus on the castle while the trapdoor stays hidden. During one of my visits, I noticed an air conditioning unit on Tom Sawyer Island that was completely invisible until I pointed it out, thanks to Go Away Green. It made me appreciate how much design goes into preserving the fantasy. Turn the camouflage game into a fun activity. Challenge your family to spot go-away green fences, doors, and utility boxes while you wait in line. It's a great way to keep kids entertained and to appreciate the artistry behind the illusion. Notice how the ground changes color as you move between the lands. If you're taking photos, use the colored sidewalks to your advantage. Stand on the pink pavement for greener backgrounds and choose the red bricks of Main Street for that classic vintage feel. Secret 3. Photogenic pavement. The Kodak connection. Here's a mind-blowing detail. Disney actually partnered with the Kodak Film Company to make your vacation photos more vibrant. A study showed that painting sidewalks to match their surroundings improved the way light reflected in photographs. By tinting the concrete red, pink, or tan, Disney ensures that the greenery appears greener and the buildings more colorful. When your picture looks like they came from a postcard, you're more likely to share them on social media, providing free advertising for the parks. Look closely at the ground in different lands. Tomorrowland's pavement plays off the brown rock formations at its entrance. In Fantasyland at Disneyland Paris, the sidewalks are nearly the same pink as Sleeping Beauty Castle. Main Street's brick red sidewalks tie in with the shop facades, and as I said earlier, also contrast with the street itself for safety reasons. Even the neutrals are chosen carefully. In frontier-themed areas, the ground is tinted to complement the warm tones of wood and stone, making the entire area feel cohesive. It's an intricate color palette that guides your eyes and your camera. This design has a psychological effect. When your photos look perfect straight out of the camera, you feel like you're getting more value from your trip. You might be inclined to buy PhotoPass packages or special lenses to capture the magic. I once spent half an hour taking photos in front of the castle because the pavement made the grass look impossibly green. I learned later that it wasn't just Florida sunlight, it was color theory at work. Use the ground as a photography guide. If you want your castle shots to pop, position yourself on the red or pink pavement. For lush foliage, look for contrasting colors on walkways. And remember, you don't need an expensive camera. Disney's design does half the work. By understanding how color influences your perception, you can snap beautiful photos without buying extra filters or expensive PhotoPass prints. Secret 4. Underground tunnels and invisible operations. One of Disney World's greatest sleights of hand is hiding its infrastructure right under your feet. Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom is actually built on a second story. Beneath the park lies the utilidors, a network of tunnels that let cast members, supplies, and garbage move without crossing paths with guests. The utilidors have 29 access points and houses essentials like sewer lines, electrical wiring, dressing rooms, break rooms, and even a staff cafeteria. It's a portmanteau of utility and corridor, and it keeps the magic intact by keeping backstage work out of sight. The utilidor is also home to a futuristic trash system. Every 15 minutes, waste collected at 17 collection stations is sent through a network of vacuum tubes at up to 60 miles an hour. That's as fast as some roller coasters. This automatic vacuum-assisted collection system, AVAC, transports trash from across the park to a compactor behind Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And here's another manipulation. Walt Disney realized that people will carry trash only about 30 steps before they're likely to litter. So he placed theme park trash cans about every 30 steps throughout the parks. The cans also feature swinging doors to keep smells inside and rounded edges to look friendly. They even have special holes for recycling bottles. The effect? A spotless environment that makes you feel comfortable staying longer and spending more. The utilidors aren't open to the public unless you pay for the Keys to the Kingdom tour, which we'll discuss later. The very existence of this hidden world emphasizes how far Disney goes to preserve the magic. When you think about how many cast members and supplies need to move around each day, it's astounding that you rarely see them. That invisibility keeps you immersed in the story and prevents any mundane reality from creeping in. Bring a reusable bag to store your wrappers until you reach a trash can, but know you'll find one within a few steps. If you're curious about the utilidors, consider booking a tour on a future visit. You'll appreciate the park even more. And next time you toss your popcorn box, think about how it will speed through a network of tubes faster than you can drive down Interstate 4. Now, we've uncovered scent machines pumping popcorn aromas, paint colors that hide unsightly structures, photographic sidewalks designed in partnership with Kodak, and an entire underworld of tunnels and trash tubes keeping the magic running. We'll now explore even more manipulative tricks, like how early access booking windows and after-hours events tap into FOMO, and how mystery pin trading can turn into an expensive addiction. Trust me, you won't want to miss what comes next. Ready to level up your Disney savvy? Let's go. Secret 5. Early booking windows create FOMO. Disney's manipulation doesn't start at rope drop. It begins months before you arrive. One of the biggest advantages Disney grants to its hotel guests is priority booking. If you stay at a Disney-owned resort, you can make dining and experience reservations 60 days before your check-in date for your entire trip, up to 10 days. Off-site guests, however, must wake up at 6 a.m. Eastern Time 60 days before each individual day of their visit to snag the same tables. That head start is huge when reservations like Cinderella's Royal Table or Savvy's Lightsaber Workshop disappear within minutes. By creating a two-tier system, Disney nudges you toward pricier on-property hotels, or you'll pay for convenience and peace of mind. This priority access also applies to enchanting extras such as dessert parties and firework cruises. Off-site visitors must check back each morning, often finding everything already gone. Disney knows that parents dream of seeing their kids hug a princess or wield a lightsaber. By tying those dreams to your lodging choice, the company nudges you toward higher-priced hotels. Once you've locked in coveted reservations months ahead, you're unlikely to cancel your trip. Disney has your commitment and your money long before you walk through the gates. Set your alarm for 6 a.m. Eastern and split up your wish list among your group. If you miss a reservation, join the walk-up list or visit during off-peak times. Compare the price of a Disney hotel with the value of easier booking. You may find staying off-site and being flexible is the better deal. Secret 6. Premium after-hours events prey on exclusivity. Disney after-hours events sound like a dream. 3 hours with minimal crowds, unlimited snacks, and your favorite attractions on repeat. At Magic Kingdom, these events run from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., and ticket holders may enter the park as early as 7 p.m. The catch? Tickets cost $175 to $199 per person, plus tax. Epcot and Hollywood Studios host similar events priced at $155 to $179 and $155 to $189 respectively, with annual pass holders and Disney Vacation Club members receiving small discounts. The allure is real. Empty sidewalks and walk-on rides feel like a dream. But for a family of 4, a Magic Kingdom after-hours night can cost nearly $800 on top of regular admission. Disney caps attendance to create scarcity, and social media hype reinforces the idea that these events are a must. Snacks are included, but they're basic and hardly justify the price. In truth, similar low waits can be achieved by rope dropping or staying until closing during normal hours. You're paying a premium mainly for exclusivity and bragging rights. Unless you're visiting during peak season and truly loathe crowds, skip the after-hours tickets and plan a rope drop in the morning or stay late during regular hours to enjoy shorter lines for free. Seasonal parties like the Halloween or Christmas events offer entertainment and treats at a lower price. Secret 7. Mystery pins turn souvenirs into gambling. Disney pins are beloved collectibles, but their latest twist, the blind bag mystery set, plays directly on your reward system. Each sealed bag contains 5 random pins, and you won't know which characters you've received until you open it. In 2025, a 5-pin pack cost $44.99. Completing a 10-pin series typically requires multiple purchases, meaning you could spend over $134 to get all the designs. Disney encourages you to trade duplicates with cast members or other guests, which adds to the gamified experience. It's the same psychological principle that keeps people playing slot machines. The unpredictable reward keeps you coming back for more. I need my wife to watch this video. Wait, what? Moving on. The thrill of unwrapping blind bags creates a dopamine hit, just like playing a slot machine. Disney fuels this excitement by releasing limited edition sets tied to festivals or movies, encouraging fans to line up early or set alarms for online drops. Because some pins are intentionally rare, collectors feel compelled to buy extra packs. On my last trip, my wife pulled 5 princess pins when she wanted a Stitch and blew our budget chasing that one character. It was wild. Decide on a budget and stick to it. Purchase open edition pins if you want a specific character, and trade duplicates for free with cast members. Don't feel obligated to complete every series. Focus on one theme or favorite character to keep costs in check. Whoa. Between priority booking windows, pricey after-hours events, and those tantalizing mystery pins, we've uncovered some intense psychological tactics. We're unpacking 3 more secrets: a sneaky upcharge hiding in the rain, the science of inflated wait times, and an eye-opening backstage tour that might change how you view Disney forever. Grab a refill of your drink, and maybe even a pin to trade. Now, second star on the right, and on till morning. Secret 8. The convenience markup on essentials. Florida's weather changes fast, and Disney profits from your unpreparedness. If you're caught in a storm, your only option inside the parks is a Disney-branded poncho. Children's sizes run about $10, and adult ponchos about $12. Blogs warn that these ponchos tear easily and aren't reusable. Bottled water costs around $3.75, and soda about $5. Despite the fact that you can get free cups of ice water at any quick-service restaurant or fill your own bottle at various stations around the parks. Disney relies on urgency. When rain starts or the heat gets intense, cast members appear with carts of ponchos and cold drinks. Guests hand over cash without thinking because they don't want to leave the park or get soaked. This tactic plays on the fear of discomfort. The moment you feel rain or thirst, you'll pay a premium rather than risk missing a parade or a ride. Ponchos and water seem like small purchases, but they add up over several days. The convenience markup is subtle but effective. It exploits your need for relief at precisely the right time. Here's a tip many guests miss out on. If your park-bought poncho rips, cast members will replace it, which sounds generous but also encourages you to rely on the flimsy product instead of bringing a sturdier option from home. Bring compact ponchos or a rain jacket from home. Stash a refillable water bottle in your bag, and ask for free water at restaurants. Buying essentials ahead of time saves money and means you won't panic when the weather turns. Remember, the park won't kick you out if you leave to grab supplies from a nearby store. Secret 9. Inflated wait times and queue psychology. Disney spends big on themed queues with interactive elements to keep you occupied. Serpentine layouts make it look like you're moving forward, even when you've just been weaving back and forth. On top of that, posted standby times are often inflated. When the sign says 80 minutes and you wait only 50, you leave feeling like you scored a win. Inflated times also deter people from jumping in line right before park closing, encouraging some to buy Lightning Lane upgrades instead. Take posted waits with a grain of salt. Use crowdsourced apps or just time a few lines yourself to calibrate expectations. Plan to ride early in the morning or late at night when crowds are lower, and resist buying upgrades based solely on a scary number on the sign. Interactive queue games, like gem sorting in Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, make you forget you're waiting, masking the fact that the 60-minute posted time might only be 40. It's entertainment that doubles as crowd control and pairs neatly with inflated wait estimates. Secret 10. Expensive behind-the-scenes tours. For die-hard fans, the ultimate flex is seeing behind the scenes of Magic Kingdom. Disney's Keys to the Kingdom tour is a 5-hour walking tour that explores the history of the park, grants access to the Utilidor tunnels, and includes lunch and a keepsake. It costs $169 to $189 per person, requires a valid park ticket, and is limited to guests 16 and older. Disney markets the tour as an insider look at the magic, and scarcity makes it feel exclusive, but in reality, you're paying a steep premium for information and access you could find in books or documentaries. No cameras are allowed, so your only takeaway is the memory. Tours often start early, forcing you to skip rope drop and commit half your day. Cancel within 24 hours, and you'll lose the full cost. Another deterrent. If you're curious but not ready to spend that much, Shorter backstage tours at Epcot and Animal Kingdom offer a taste of the magic at a lower price. If walking through the Utilidor tops your bucket list and you have the budget, go for it. Just remember that you need a park ticket too, and you'll spend half the day on the tour. Otherwise, enjoy the behind-the-scenes stories via documentaries, podcasts, or books, and save your money for experiences you can share with your whole family. With this knowledge, you can choose your splurges wisely and skip the tricks that don't add value. Which of these secrets surprised you? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please like, share, and subscribe for more insider content. And stick around for the next video on your screen. Your adventure is just beginning.